In fact, in 2014, Nigerian opposition party, then the APC, were in the White House seeking for the same help on the same Christian genocide as a fallout of the Chibok girls. This is established. The second thing again is that even most recently, we acquired $346 million worth of weaponry from the US, and we are trying to send our military personnel to go and train as a factor of diplomatic relationship between Nigeria and the US. And US has been consistently, in addition to other partners, listed as supporting countries to help us in eradication of terrorism. And don't forget, it is a United Nations Convention on Counterterrorism that empowers the United States to become the global front or focal point in fighting against terrorism. And wherever a word terrorism was defined in a given area, that means US have right to protect. They call it a responsibility to protect R2P. They have right to invoke that R2P to get into that country and destroy that terrorism. Yeah. So what we should show in our own case in Nigeria is that we should show commitment and willingness to partner to eliminate the threat of terrorism, not completely condemn a hand that is coming to help us and then put a motion forward. We can negotiate with them. We can tell them, give us the weapons responsibly. We can discuss with them and acknowledge that this genocide is taking place. Yes, they say Christian genocide. Now we can justify to them that, look, it's not only genocide, it's not only Christians, Muslims also are affected.
But do you agree with the categorization that it's a genocide?
I actually, when I look at the damages, when you look at the total number of the people that have been killed over time in Nigeria, and they are killed defenseless in villages, sleeping in their homes, then what can you call this, for God's sake?
You think there's a genocide?
I think it's actually pure genocide, because you just come and kill people, just like that. And this thing has been happening. Several villages in Katsina destroyed, several villages in Sokoto gone, several villages in Zamfara every day.
Adamu Gaba is APC chieftain, Muslim. If we were to be somebody who just want to be economical with the truth, probably would have said there's nothing like Christian genocide. He have defined it. Some persons sleeping in their homes, or for them to meet their water low, buy them on a regular basis. So what will you call that? And I believe if we have so many Nigerians who do not want to be economical with the truth, always speak truth to power, I think by now this issue on ground would have been over. And these are some of the issues some Christians, for reason best known to them, do not want to accept as anything like Christian genocide happening in Nigeria. Now, if you don't want to call it Christian genocide, what will you have to call a situation whereby somebody is in his house, or rather in his community? He did not provoke you. You are not dragging anything with that same person. All of a sudden, they came and started buying people here and there. Then after that, they ransacked the entire community, pursue them away, take over the land and the rest. Burn down churches, burn down mosques. What would you call that? I think when we have people like this and we want to solve the problem on ground, it will be as easy as possible, simply because we have told ourselves the truth. But the situation whereby some are still hiding it, claiming that such thing never existed or happened in Nigeria, it goes to show that those saying it, probably they have something they are benefiting from it. And that is why they don't want it to be solved. And at this point, I want to beg all Nigerians, most especially our presidencies, because that is where the solutions of this issue we are passing through lies. Whatever you can do to make sure that this issue is brought down, brought to where it belongs, I think we have to take that action, because we have the solution. We know the problem. We can't keep talking about the problem on a regular basis without having solutions for it. Nobody is above the law. After God is government.